Every commando mission is really a three-way battle. Two anglers against each other, and both anglers against the fish. Sometimes the fish take the upper hand.
Oh, that was a good one.
And that's when true lake commandos rise to the occasion.
Look at that. I love fishing new water. The challenge is always the same. Find fish, trigger strikes.
Ooh, that's a big fish.
But what I really love is beating the other guy. I got a fish. This is Lake Commandos.
Going commando means adventure, no matter where it happens. But today, Steve Pennaz and fellow commando Howard Tripp have gone way off the grid to massive Rainy Lake on the US-Canada border in northern Minnesota, and a backcountry adventure with Rainy Lake houseboats.
Tell me about the lake, man.
Well, it's got a lot of fish in it.
Yeah, I know. There's like 15, 16 species in here.
We're on the US side. There's about 45,000 acres here. And it's deep, 161 feet maximum depth.
Is it that deep? I thought it was 110.
Yeah, it
wow,
says
that's deep.
DNR says 161 feet deep.
And water clarity is what?
It's 9 feet water clarity. Not a lot of weed growth, it's mostly rock. Smallmouth, our population is huge. Now, this far north, this lake isn't all that fertile, so the growth rate's fairly slow. So there's a lot of 12-inch fish, but there are some pigs in here. There are some trophy fish in here. The recruitment's good. You know, they sampled it. There were lots of fish in that 19-inch range, which on this lake, a 19-inch fish is a 4 to 4.5 pound fish. Man, am I pumped. I put a beat down on Steve the last time we went fishing, and it's taken him 2 years to get over it. That's how long it's taken to get to go fishing with him again. Unfortunately, the weather sucks. It turned bad, turned sour. It's been blowing hard for 3 days out of the north-northwest. Now, what do? When the wind blows, you gotta change up what you're gonna do. Normally, I'd wanna fish soft plastic on a jig. When the wind blows, I'm gonna throw something that's a reaction bait. So I'm gonna be throwing the new Berkeley Bad Shad and their Flicker Shad. Why? Great reaction bait, cover a lot of water. We can hit reefs, wind-blown reefs. I love wind-blown reefs. This new Veritas winch rod is awesome. It's made to handle crankbait. It's got a great reaction tip on it. It's gonna throw that bait a long way, and it's gonna have a soft enough tip it's not gonna rip those hooks out of the fish's mouth. I've paired that with an Abu Garcia Revo SX reel. It's got about a 6.5 to 1 ratio. It's awesome. Gonna run those baits true all day long. I fully expect to put a smackdown on him today.
Now the challenge today is we're dealing with cold front fish. Just a few days ago it was in the 90s, it's now in the 60s. Mornings are predicted to be somewhere in the 30s. Now this is a major cold front. We're gonna be targeting smallmouth and walleyes. I think we're gonna need to go slow. I think we're gonna need to go plastics. I'm gonna go with the new Berkeley Power Tube. This is a redesigned bait. I love natural colors in a water like this. This is green pumpkin. I'm gonna have a variety of jig head sizes so we can fish from 4 to 12, 15 feet, but we're gonna look for fish. Now for long casts, I'm using 12-pound Nanofill with a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader on a Revo SX20 reel. I don't want to go to a 30 or 40. I want to fish a little bit slower in these temperatures, and I tell you what, this is a rig that's gonna take Howard down today. Here's what I want to do. We're gonna target smallmouth, but walleyes count in this competition. So we're gonna do walleyes and smallmouth.
I see how this is gonna work. So you wanna count walleyes. How about pike? If you're gonna count walleyes, you gotta count pike.
No, pike are a negative.
Look, they're cousins. They both have teeth.
So Howard, you want to go out and hit these reefs right out in front off this island,
Yeah,
right?
I want to hit these, and then I just want to jump, jump, jump. There's like a whole chain of reefs. I was just looking at it last night. It goes all the way out there.
Look at these rocks. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. I like it.
You know, this time of year, #1 rule for a fisherman is to be adaptable. Conditions are rapidly changing. In the course of a day, temperatures could change 20, 25 degrees on a day like today. Wind could go down, could pull up. These northern fronts coming in, you got to be willing to change if conditions dictate it.
There's a fish on the screen here, Howard, 20 feet.
Yeah, I see it.
Fish!
Ah, crap.
Good one too, man.
So I have to really be a gentleman and net this, right? Because he's going to do that for
you
me later.
You're gonna knock it off or what?
No, I'm not like you. I keep telling people that.
Oh, if it's a smallie or a walleye. That's a smallie. Gonna jump. Ooh, nice bass. One on the board, baby. Look at that. Nice big bass, nice big smallie. I love it.
Pennaz strikes first on the crankbait. But is it a sign of things to come? Or will these post-front smallmouth leave our commandos clueless?
Man, this cold front has messed these fish up.
Lake Commandos is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Power Pole, shallow water anchor, swift, silent, secure. Abu Garcia, for life. Fraybill, trusted gear since 1938. Berkeley Powerbait, fish bite and won't let go. And by Quebec Outfitters, plan your ultimate fishing trip today. On a massive Canadian Shield lake famous for big smallmouth bass, the Commandos are faced with a post-cold front dilemma.
Howard and I are really trying to figure this lake out right now.
Steve Pennaz got on the board early, but since then, Howard Tripp's mid-lake reef crankbait pattern has been a bust.
The weather made a rapid change from the time we started, from total overcast and pretty windy to, bright skies, the wind's laying down. I would argue that there's probably fish here, and certainly at times there are for sure fish here. They have to be. Might not be the right thing right now.
But a veteran angler like Howard isn't about to throw in the towel. Tripp has been a tournament angler and tournament organizer for many years. He's also a successful outdoor products inventor and the owner of a successful outdoors marketing company.
The Lake Commandos format is really unique in fishing. And it takes two guys, pits them together on a new body of water, no pre-fish. You got to figure it out in real time. And what that really creates is this interesting kind of co-opetition. You're competing with each other, but you really kind of feed off each other. You have to listen and learn from each other. I learn from Steve, he learns from me. In the end, it's who puts the most fish in the boat that really counts.
But right now, neither commando is putting any fish in the boat. The switch from Howard's crankbait pattern to Steve's tube jig program for the second 2 hours of the day didn't change things much. Working the tubes both on the deep reefs and on shallow shoreline structure only managed to turn a handful of small biters. So after 4 hours, it was time to dig into the Plano tackle box and make a major change.
When it became clear that what we had planned wasn't going to work, start talking about what our experiences would bring to this. What would our experience teach us from the past about today's conditions? And I've always had good success on cold front days, post-cold fronts, finding those protected southern shores where you're a little bit out of the wind, the sun's beating down on them, and smallmouth tend to get activated by sun. And then use a bait like a flat dog. Flat dog's this awesome kind of reaction bait that the way we were fishing it, wacky style, it would flutter, it would fall, and it gives those fish time to react to it. So we've given pretty good effort on really good looking, got one, smallmouth bass.
Good.
Now we just made a switch up, which to me made a ton of sense.
Nice fish.
Which is to not keep doing the same thing, keep getting the same result, and think that that's okay. So we found protected water. He's not big, but He's bigger than I was catching. Man, I like the looks of this a bunch.
Fish. Oh, dude, flat dogging another one.
Dog came off. All right, they're getting a little bigger.
Well, the time's getting a little tighter between them too. I like that. See, I like the depth here. It's 7 feet. I mean, it drops fast, so if they're gonna be up on the flat, they're in a concentrated area.
Two little bit better quality fish almost right away after we made the move.
Yep, good
We
move.
got into this protected water. I think that's good.
This flat dog is it's a deadly bait too, especially under these type of conditions.
Well, for sure. I think it's got the action that we need for right now.
I'll be honest with you, about 2 o'clock this afternoon, I thought this was gonna be a bust. I didn't think we were gonna get enough fish. I give Howard a lot of credit for figuring this thing out and for us going to the right location. This was really a combination effort today, but he really unlocked the secret.
Working together, the Commandos may have uncovered the smallmouth secret. Now it's every man for himself as the head-to-head battle heats up.
Ooh, that's a beauty.
This segment is brought to you by Yeti Coolers. Yeti, built for the wild. After a grueling start, Commandos Steve Pennaz and Howard Tripp have hit the reset button, making a 180-degree change in strategy from deep, windy structure to calm, shallow water, and from fast-moving reaction baits to a slow and subtle stick bait. It's a move that has kick-started this Commando grudge match.
There's a bite. Got him. Flat dogging it, baby. Not a giant, but I'm gonna take him. Ready? Nice.
They're getting better.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
They're getting better.
I lost my bait. There we go. We're starting to put a pattern together, Howard. That's 3 fish and just had another bite a cast ago, so a good one.
Well, this is good. It's got sun beating down on these rocks. I think the smallies are liking that. It's protected from the wind. We're not fighting the wind. We can feel our bites. You know, the fish are starting to chase a little bit, so that says that they're getting a little bit better frame of mind, which kind of makes sense on a cold front. You know, the afternoons are gonna improve things. But I like the switch we made. I like it a lot. I'm confident fishing like this. And that's 3/4 of the battle. And like we said earlier, adaptability. You gotta let the fish tell you what to do.
No, Howard, I agree with you. I think that these fish are uptight. They're not chasing. The tubes just aren't working that well. And they looked at it, they see that flat dog just shaking and rattling all the way down. The thing that surprises me, we've had a couple of fish chase the bait up as it's coming back in that kind of a bent like this coming back. We've had a couple of fish chase it. So that's 5 bites in the last, what, half hour?
Well, I had one, I missed one. He took my bait from me. So it's the most consistent action we've had all day.
It is. And what I like about this, Howard, it's 17 feet right here. It comes out and it goes down deep. I like the fact that if they're up shallow, it's concentrating them here. And the other thing is, I think you're right. We start looking for boulders, we start looking for shadows, like there's a nice boulder right there with a shadow.
Well, and we can be methodical doing this too. When they're not aggressive.
Fish.
There it is. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I saw it.
One of the challenges in cold fronts is a lot of times the small fish react better than the big fish. I think they become acclimated to the change faster. They got less body mass. And a lot of times in the fall, you find the better fishings in the afternoon. That's what we found today. I got a bite.
Got him.
Flip them in so I can keep my bait. Nope, he flipped it. Not a giant. Look at a white belly on this one, Howard. You know, I made a hook change. I went from more of a kale style, or kale, whatever you want to call it, to just a more open hook.
Oh yeah.
First bite, and Howard just got one too. We got a little saddle area right here. He kept the bait too, good. Spots like this, where you have kind of an island complex, but you've got water on both sides, I think you get a little bit of current through here. I think these fish, they stack up more in these type of areas than here.
Everywhere I look, I see someplace I want to fish.
You got one?
Yes.
Big one?
I don't. Oh, guess what?
What? It's a pike?
Bonus fish! Woohoo!
Woo, a walleye. Nice.
Not, was it the walleyes were 2 or was that? Was that part of the
exact
rule
same
change?
as bass, baby.
What?
Exact same as bass. How close to the shore was he?
Pretty. Pretty close.
That's amazing. You get a lot of classic walleye guys that are used to fishing offshore stuff, and they come back here and they catch a couple fish. They think they're by accident. No.
It took a while, but the Commandos are starting to call their shots. And with time running out, it's still anybody's game to win.
I gotta get a net. Ooh, that's a beauty.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Lake Commandos is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley Trilene, Anglers Trust Berkeley Trilene. Yeti, built for the wild. And by Aquaview, see what's really down there. What started out as a deep water frustration fest has turned into a shallow water shootout as Steve Pennaz and Howard Tripp race the clock to fine-tune a post-front smallmouth bite.
I gotta get a net. Ooh, that's a beauty. Woo! I got it. I got it. I got it. Look at this guy. If I can get him up. Boy, these things got so much power. Look at that. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, baby! Yes! One of these tricks when fishing a flat dog is not to overfish it. What I like to do is cast it to the spot and just let it sink. And this is where fluorocarbon line is a benefit, because it helps bring that bait down and it's invisible. It gives it a little bit of extra action. Once it hits bottom, just let it twitch it back up and let it fall again. Ooh, nice fish, Howard. You in the net?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, what a beast. Take this. Wow, look at that. Nice. Nice. I got a bite.
You got a bite too?
Oh, I got a big one on
Holy
too.
crap.
Put that fish down, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Woo! Woo! Howard, this is a giant.
I got it. I got the net. Okay, got him back this way.
Yes! Look at this.
Oh man, getting right to the end of the day.
Boom! Caca! Get up here, man. Commando's going fun, isn't that a blast? Look at that. Giant. You know, this was one of the biggest challenges of the season. The bite was not on. The patterns we picked really weren't working. I give Howard a lot of credit for reaching back into the tackle box and reaching out for the flat dogs. He figured it out. You going? Oh, that's a nice fish. Here, let me get you in that for you.
He's gonna come off.
Hang on, let me get a net.
He's not that big.
How big is he?
I can swing him.
Oh, he's not a giant, but he's a nice fish. Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
It's 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock. That's the bad news. The good news is Boom! We had a fun day though. We had a fun day.
Well, it took us a while.
We did. And brown bass, here, give me that rod. Brown bass are a lot of fun to catch, aren't they? But they can be one of the most challenging fish there is, and today, I think we figured it out.
We did.
We did figure it out.
We did. Which is what the whole commando thing's about, right?
That's exactly right. Hey, if you want to win what works for us, visit LakeCommandos.com or check us out on Facebook.
I'm Captain George Mitchell. This is Coastal Chaos. Woo! Come on with it. Hey folks, I'm Captain George Mitchell, and I'm sure you're used to seeing me in that big old offshore boat. Well, this is my home away from home when I'm not working. This is what I really love to do on my days off. You know, height really matters when you're fishing shallow water, especially clear water like this. We've got good polarized glasses. We can see very well into the water, but when we get 4 foot up above the water, it increases our ability to spot fish by tenfold. When it comes to shallow water stealth fishing, there's no better way to do it than with a 20-foot push pole. There's a number of different versions out there, but my favorite is a 20-foot carbon fiber edition. This thing is lightweight, easy to handle all day long. But one little trick we've done is we've chosen the one with plastic tip and plastic foot. Reason for that is, if you're hitting something hard, it won't make a clunking noise, weighs less than 4 pounds, easy to stow, easy to maintain, and for all-day use, you hardly even know it's there. You know, and the push pole is not just for shallow water use only. We use it a lot when we're working along the mangroves and we want to be quiet. Motor noise matters more than anything, so with just the push pole, nothing's heard but the plop of that bait. Coastal Chaos, tips for serious saltwater anglers.